What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the Threesome Show with Bridget and Don. We missed y'all last week, but I hope y'all enjoyed y'all Thanksgiving. Um, what'd you do for Thanksgiving? Hung out with the family?
Yeah, I got one of my sisters.
See, y'all all went over to her house and
Hmm.
ate up her food. That's the same thing I did. Went over to my sister's house.
You
We
did?
cooked over here, but went over to my sister's house, and my older sister came down from New York, so loads of fucking laughter. Like we
That's
laughed
good.
our asses off.
That's good.
So it's always good to get with family. So all your family live here though, right?
Yes. My immediate
Okay.
family, yes.
Cool. So your sister cooked for everybody, or she just had some of y'all over?
It was really just so it was just our sisters. So it's like I got two sisters, so it was just like really us three and then like their kids. Yeah.
Oh, that's cool. That's cool.
Yeah. It was cool.
So we back. We back. We took a short brief moment off because you know we got to celebrate the holidays too. But we back with y'all. So tonight we got two topics for y'all. We gonna talk about cuffing season. Cuffing season is in full swing, and some of y'all are about to make some cuffing season mistakes.
Done.
Um, So what happens is during the tryouts, you know,
Mm,
women sit there and they kind of try out this guy, that guy, and they go, okay, well this guy seems like I can go say he's good for the winter. Don't mess up. You get
true.
stuck with somebody for 18 years. It'll be the wrong
Look,
somebody.
don't be shacking up, y'all.
Yeah. So cuffing season mistakes. Don't ignore the red flags. Don't ignore the damn red flags. If you saw them shits in the tryouts, they just gonna be emphasized in the cuffing season, and a lot of December babies. You be stuck with somebody for 18 years, and it's the wrong somebody. What's another cuffing season mistake? Oh, the dudes that ain't got no job, and they trying to get you for your Bridget
Thank you,
always got
Angie.
new
Hi,
hair.
Marvin.
Bridget always got new hair. Um,
Period.
so a lot of guys that the unemployed dudes, and they banking on somebody's tax return season. Don't do that. If he ain't got no job in the tryouts, he ain't got no job in the cuffing season. He ain't gonna have no job. That's what baddies do. Um, so I know you don't play a lot of that cuffing season stuff, Bridge.
I don't know. I didn't. First of all, I didn't even know that stuff like that is really like a thing. That like some people only want to be like booed up for the wintertime, and then when summertime comes, they don't want to be booed up. Like I didn't know that was a thing until probably like 2 years ago.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's everybody. So from September till about November, it's the tryouts. You weighing out different guys, weighing out different women. About December it gets cold. Need somebody to cuddle up with, Netflix and chill.
That's why I
And
have a
most
heat.
of the time, by
It keeps me warm at
and then most of the time by June, by April, May, June, you like shit. This got to be hot outside. I'm back outside with my girls. I'm
I
back
didn't know
outside with my
people do
boys.
that until 2 years ago. I swear I did not know that was like
Hmm
a real thing. Just
It's a
like
tragic
what?
situation.
I don't know. To me, it gets very mm, immature. Because I feel like at what age are you like you just doing it? You gonna do this every year, every fucking winter, or every winter? And yes, Angie, it's a real thing. I did not know that. It's a real thing. I learned this 2 years ago.
Nisha called the Cal called them hobosexuals, the ones that ain't got no
Mm,
damn job. And um, Yeah, it's a real thing. It's a really messed up thing, but it's a real thing. Like people really do that. It's given thirsty, and it really is thirsty. Um, I learned about this. I probably say about 8 years ago.
Okay.
Um, because I was doing a show with some younger dudes, and they was talking about it, and I was like, "What the fuck is cuffing season?"
Yeah. I mean, I hear
Um,
about cuffing. It's not that I've never heard of it. Like I hear it, but it's like I didn't know it was like really just like you said, like it's like around the winter time when it get cold, and then it's like as soon as the weather break, you like I'm
yeah,
done with that because I'm going outside and I'm exploring my options. Like I didn't know that was like a real thing.
because the ladies get to travel. So in the summertime, ladies travel. You know, they get their girls together. You know, they island hopping, they doing all that stuff. They don't need to be tied down with no dudes. They like, yeah, you
But
was good for the
at what
winter.
age group is this at? Because at what age group do you be like, all right, I need my partner? Because I mean, like you're married, so it's like, of course, that don't fly with y'all. Like you know what I'm saying? You don't
Mm-mm.
need to do all that. But like, at what age do the cuffing season? You know, when does that era end? At what age? Because at what age you around? Like, you know what? I want my partner summer, winter, spring, fall. Like, I don't know.
So you want to hear the crazy thing? The age range for this whole cuffing season thing is like 20 to 35.
Lord, all right.
So
Now I
it's
can't wait to be
like
40.
me. It's never been a thing for me. If I get connected with somebody, um, I don't think it's legit. Um, I think it's just a saying. Not yo, Marv. It's a real thing, man. I'm telling you, it's a real thing, and I've seen a lot of dudes get caught up with it, cause the wintertime is a a lot of months to get your feelings into somebody,
Mm-hmm.
and then all of a sudden, come April, they're like, "Yeah, I'm not feeling you no more." No saying that was good for the winter, but it's a
Mm-hmm.
wrap. It's a real thing.
Yeah.
Now Marv don't do that though. Nah, Marv is he about his business. You know what I'm saying? So, um, but I guess once you get in your 30s, your mid 30s, you start to look at okay, I want to chill. Let's see whenever I hear somebody say it, it's always where'd it go?
It's always on joke time. That's what I thought. Like, I don't know. But
It used to be on Joke Time. It got
I did,
real quick.
yeah. I didn't realize it was a real thing like 2 years ago because I heard people talking about it. Like, yeah, like it was like some guy was like, yeah, because you know when it's springtime, once it's springtime, like I don't want to be booed up no more, and I'm like, so you just want to stop talking to who you talking to just to go
Yeah,
outside?
they be just dismissing them.
Yeah, that's I didn't know. Um, I don't know.
Now, I will say, I've seen some really successful relationships grow out of cuffing season. So,
Hmm.
not everybody's on some April dismiss,
Yeah,
but I've seen some relationships that have grown. Hell, um, me and Nisha got together around the tryout season, and we just stayed together. Like it was,
yeah,
and you got people like like Ange. You know what I'm saying? Like they've been together forever. So
yeah,
not everybody's doing it, but some people do it.
yeah. I'm not interested in cuffing season.
Nah, nah. It creates a lot of havoc in your life, honestly. Because like I said, if somebody feelings get into you and then you just try to dismiss them or God forbid you just ghost them.
Right. After all the months, he was laid up
You
with
know what I'm
him.
saying? And then all of a sudden, now I've had a couple that I've ghosted before I knew cuffing season was a thing.
Mm-mm.
Yeah, because it wasn't intentional. It wasn't intentional. It was more so like I got involved with somebody, and then around springtime, the ladies is coming out. You know what I'm saying? The sundresses are starting to flow, and I got interested in somebody else and just forgot about who I was dealing with before, kind of situation. I know
Y'all
it's
hear
wrong.
that? Y'all hear how quick men forget about us? That's crazy.
So, but women do it too. Women do
Shit.
it too.
It must be certain women, cause I don't know. I ain't forgetting about somebody I'm invested into.
Yeah, like I dealt with this young lady, and I always wonder what the hell happened to her. Like we just really stopped talking. Like, and I got into somebody else, and I just forgot about her. Like, and she forgot about me. It's not like she was calling me, blowing my phone up. So
It was
it was
mutual.
it was a good winter, you know. But after that, it was a wrap.
Yeah. Marvin say, coincidentally, some people may focus on a person during the wintertime, then summertime motherfuckers be extra single. Yeah.
Yeah, they be single. Hell yeah.
Okay.
So just watch out for cuffing season. For the single ones on the podcast, watch out for cuffing season. Uh, you got those guys who looking for a place to shack up. You got some women who looking for a place to shack up. You know, and
Mm,
they willing to say anything and everything. Oh, I love you, boo, and all of that. Summertime they could bounce from house to house, but in wintertime they need a steady place. So yeah, that's messed up to even say. That's fucked up.
mm-hmm.
Marv, I know they trying to hold you down, son. Got your own gig, own car, own place. They just trying to lock you down, son. Watch out for them.
Mm, yeah.
Marv said, "Nah, fuck that. I ain't fucking with none of them." So that's it. That's all I got for cuffing season. Just first of all, just don't go making babies with just any old damn body. Just like plan the
Wrap it
shit
up.
right. Yes,
Wrap it up
yes.
anyway, y'all. It's too
Like
much stuff
anyway,
out here. It's
like hell yeah, this shit fucking pretty much stick it in and it blow up. Just come on now, just watch out, y'all.
yeah.
Shit getting dangerous out here.
And it's too
So we
expensive.
gonna talk about yeah, like I remember back in the days, it was just normal. Like dudes would come around and be like, "Yo, daddy'll get a shot." You know what I'm saying? Shorty burnt me, and I'm
Mm,
like, "Damn, yo, you just nasty. Just laying down naked with anybody. Nah, hell
right.
no." But
Right.
nowadays, I would think people are more. I would hope people are more responsible because they're more educated.
Right.
Which I be watching like the damn paternity court and shit, and it'd be like four different dudes that could be the father, and I'm like,
Yeah. That'd be wild too. Like, and I like be watching Mari on like his little clips on Instagram, and it'd be so crazy how many times the men don't be the daddy. Like, I'd be like, all right
I
now,
know.
like that makes me realize when men be like, women ain't shit. Like, I'd be like, yeah, they right. It is, because when I think about women, I just think about women that like don't operate like that, But when you see how real it is, I'm like, okay, now I see why men don't be trusting women. Like I see it. Um, it'd be ridiculous. I don't know.
But I look at it like this: women just decided to play the game. Like there
Sure.
was a time when women just constantly was getting cheated on, and for them it was like, oh, he cheated on me, broke my heart, da da da. Back about 15 years ago, women was just like, y'all don't play the game like the dudes. And women just started getting out there, and I can't really knock them for it. Like, I would prefer women to not
Yeah, but it's being a
engage
dangerous
in
game though. It's like it's bad enough
hell yeah.
men out here like slinging their things when it comes to anybody, but it's like now the women too. So then for the women that's not like that, it's like you dealing with a man who might be cheating on you with a girl who hopping around with all of these different people. It become real risky.
What the hell is Can I Millie Rock? Help me out.
Right. I'm confused where they came. She said my
The hell
favorite.
with that. Help me out with that one. Um, but women really started really playing the field and weighing out their options. It's just that so some women were successful with that shit. Like they
Mm-hmm.
was just like, I'm gonna go out there, I'm gonna do this, that, and the third, but they protected themselves and it wasn't popping up pregnant. But then some women who was just like, I I I call them low self esteem chicks. You know what I'm saying? Who was just
Mm-hmm.
like, any guy that say I got a fat booty, it's on. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna
Yeah.
get it on with him, but you doing that raw, and then you don't know who the baby father is.
Right.
So
I don't know. I just feel like I don't know. I just feel like people got to start being more real. I feel like even men too. Like, what do you need multiple sex partners with? If your girl coochie not good or she can't cook or whatever it is that you don't like about her, just leave her alone and go find somebody that has everything that you're looking for. And women too. I would never sit here and say like women should be matching men's energy. Like, you know what I'm saying? Because like, I don't know. It's like you don't want your coochie stretched out and all that stuff, sitting here playing a man's
word.
game. Like, come on now. Like, I feel like that's just like that. It's the same way I feel about like when people do you dirty. Like, I feel like they just showing you who they are. Don't change who you are. So I feel like if a man's going around
Mm-hmm.
cheating on you, I feel like leave him alone. Don't sit here and be like, oh, well, I'm gonna start cheating on him and doing all that because I don't know. It's like I don't know. It's just it's not cool. It's not
And
cool.
that's when you start to carry baggage from one relationship to the next because your next
Yeah.
relationship you treating that person based on how the last person treated you. Um, and you end up tearing up some good relationships because you're like, fuck it, like my last one treated me like this, so I know that the next one gonna treat me the
Right.
same way,
Right.
and you start to damage relationships.
Yeah.
um,
I just feel like don't let nobody change who you truly are based on how they operate.
like if you meet one dude, okay, guys and girls, I'm not gonna lean on any one, but if you meet somebody at the club and that relationship ended horribly, and they was always at the club or they was always out cheating on you, maybe your next relationship shouldn't start at the club. Maybe you just
Yeah.
change where you meet the person at. Um, a boyfriend, even though he cheated, because she said
No.
every man she will get with. Not the case. Every man is not a cheater.
You want to say it though?
Every every every,
You
every
speaking for
man
every
is
man? Okay.
every
Like
man
no.
is not a cheater.
I think that's
However,
dumb. Cause I feel like cause I've been cheated on in the past, and it's like I feel like when you get cheated on, you never trust this person. You always fussing with them because any little thing that they doing, you assuming they talking to somebody else. Like anytime they come home late, you crying, you ain't sleeping at night. I feel like you're literally just miserable. Like, you know what I'm saying? I
mm-hmm.
feel like it's honestly so much better to be by yourself than be with somebody that's not treating you how you know you should be treated. Um, because I feel like you're gonna be more depressed and more depressed state. You could be way more happier by yourself when you don't like, okay, I'm out here getting cheated on at night.
um, it's so you have guys and women who cheat for various reasons. Most of the reasons are dumb as shit. But if you're cheating, first of all, any guy that cheats thinking he gonna go out there and find the best sex ever, I'm gonna tell you, sex is sex. It doesn't get you have a cutoff point of how great sex could get, and after that, it's just sex. Um, but just because you find good sex don't mean is a good person attached to that sex.
Okay.
So that person you might find the greatest sex in the world, and that person screw up your whole damn life.
Yeah.
Um, got a couple of partners like that. I got a partner who did 15 years
Mm.
because he thought he found some great sex, and that great sex turned states on his ass and got his ass sent away for 15 years.
Mm,
So it's the person attached to that. Um,
right.
and a lifelong partner is not based on just sex. Now, sex is a big part of it. It's a big part, but it's not the only thing. Because you want somebody you can build with. But I think guys have gotten away from the building part, and they're just like, I want Mrs. Right now instead of Miss Right. And women have kind of gravitated towards that as well. They're like, if that's the game, they're gonna play it too. But
Yeah.
you really gotta look for more in a person than just the superficial.
Right.
As long as you're looking for superficial shit, like you're gonna have superficial relationships, and yeah, they're gonna cheat on you, you're gonna cheat on them. Um, it's gonna go back and forth until somebody catches a damn disease that you can't get rid of. So
Yeah.
like, grow the hell up. Um, and I'm looking for everybody, and maybe I'm just, I don't know, naive at this point in my life, but I'm looking for people. Like, I want people to find somebody who you can be with. Like, you don't have to deal with the the shit that's going on in the
The
clubs and
mind games, yeah.
yeah, all that bullshit. Like, I think everybody can find that right somebody. Um,
Yeah.
have to find different forms of intimacy. See, dudes like that right there, dudes like Marvin, women are not giving him the damn respect he deserves. See, he knows what the hell he's talking about.
Yeah.
And it's good to have a guy out here that knows what the hell he's talking about. Because women are sitting there going, ain't all guys ain't shit. Well, maybe all of the guys that you meet ain't shit. You know what I'm saying? Because there's some good dudes out there that's really trying to make things happen, and they're not looking for just a fuck buddy or somebody they can Netflix and chill, and then as soon as they leave out the back door, another one's coming in the front door. There's dudes that's really looking for a long term relationship, but women are passing them by. You know what I'm
Why you
saying?
think that is?
Because he ain't got the flyest car, he ain't got the flyest job. That nigga might work sanitation. And women
True.
like, all right, now you dirty all day. But that nigga got a good fucking paying job. He got a nice fucking house. He's doing things right. And women just keep on passing them by because they're not in the club popping bottles. That nigga got responsibilities and he's doing shit right.
Yeah.
So ladies just really need to start looking at what's important. And guys too, because it ain't the fattest ass chick and it ain't that chick that's on social media in the bathing suit in her house because she just feel like putting on a bathing suit in the house and showing off her body.
Yeah.
It's the woman that goes out the house every day, goes to work, comes home, she ain't in the street. So if you meet her, you're gonna meet her on a humble because she ain't in the clubs every weekend.
Mm-hmm.
Um, those are the women that are sitting there going, you know what, I just want somebody to chill with. I just want somebody to live my life with. And yeah, we can go to different islands. Maybe once in a while I might want to go hang out with my girls, but for the most part, they just want to go with their man and do things with their man.
Mm-hmm.
So, um, to all of the guys and girls out there who are like, yo, I'm just looking for somebody special.
Pray for us.
Yes, the prayer is popping because guys are in the club and they looking for the fattest ass or the loosest chick, as opposed to maybe just go somewhere and meet somebody on a humble, like walking through the damn grocery store, like, oh shit, like Shorty
That's
got
how I want to
on.
meet my husband.
Yeah, I'm telling you, that's how you meet
I'm
them.
trying to meet
That's
my husband at the grocery store.
that's the best place because y'all both doing the same thing. Y'all looking for some damn groceries. Y'all got something in common. Y'all got to eat. Just because they're not clubbing
That's true,
doesn't
but I feel
mean.
like if you get women that like being outside all the time, usually those are the type of women that most likely are cheating. I'm not
Yeah,
saying
if if you got a woman who honestly just likes to spend time with a man, she's not looking for space to cheat. Like she's not looking for that outlet. Um, I've met women at the club. I've tried to create relationships with women at the club. Same place you meet them is the same place you're gonna lose them at the damn club. Um, but I've most of the women that I've met that I've had any kind of long term relationship, current wife included, I met in a situation that just wasn't club based, and we vibed. And once you get that vibe going on, it's like, all right, well, we ain't gotta be where we was last week. We could do that together, or we can go someplace else, and we can actually have good dates.
Yeah.
Um, so I always told myself I'm gonna find my wife shopping at Target. Yeah, now the Target women. I'm talking to all you Target women. All right, so that is the good place to find them because they bougie but frugal at the same damn time. That's the good shit. That's the good shit. Um, but don't get blinded by that shit because since they shop at Target and not Walmart, they got more expensive taste. They taste is on a different level.
I'm a Target girl.
Hmm. How did I know that?
I just was like, I had to admit to one of my clients recently, I'm like, look, people always used to tell me I'm like bougie. And I'm like, I'm not bougie. Cause like, I'm like, no, I'm not bougie. But I'm like, all right, I finally realized and I can admit like I am a little bougie. Like certain shit is just beyond me. Like I don't wanna I don't know. Especially as I get older, like I just don't got time for it.
And it's a difference in I had a older lady tell me this one time. There's a difference between high maintenance and high class.
Yeah.
So high class, she gonna take care of it whether a man is doing it or whether she's doing it for herself, she gonna have it.
Yeah.
High maintenance, she's expecting somebody else to do it for her. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So there's high class women who just will not settle for the lower levels of life, which is good.
Yeah.
Um,
I'm not saying like I will never go to Walmart, but it's like, you know what I'm saying? Like I don't it's just two different experiences. Like,
mm-hmm.
not and another thing, and it's really nothing, it's not even about like thinking like stuff at Walmart because they sell the same stuff, Other than like if you getting like maybe home appliances, Target's quality might be a little bit more, more better quality and more expensive. But it's just the type of people, like you know what I'm saying? Like and it's like I'm not really a people person, and then I don't want to deal with stupid people. So, and not to say anybody
Yes,
who shop at Walmart is stupid. Please don't take my words and turn it to that. No. I'm just like
I say
I
that. Fuck
I
that.
was the girl that like I shopped at Walmart when it was 24 hours and everybody was home. Like, I just don't like being around people, period. Like,
Mm-hmm.
so I try to like, avoid people as much as possible. That's why like one of my days off was Wednesday. I do a lot of shopping and stuff during the day on Wednesday while everybody at work and stuff. I just try to avoid, any type of bad interaction. That's not to say I wouldn't have a bad interaction with anybody at Target, but mm.
Target is honestly, and I don't
The
shout out
customer service is
companies
better
on a
too.
regular. Everything about Target is just a better experience than
Yeah.
Walmart. Walmart, I look at Walmart like ding 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 because I was down south, and you go into Walmart at 12 midnight, and it is the scum of the earth up in Walmart.
Mm-hmm.
You go to Target any day. Now I ain't open at 12 midnight. They got shit to do, so they close down their damn store and send their people home.
Right.
But anytime you go to Target, everybody's in there chilling. They're more courteous. Ain't
Right.
nobody yelling about the lines being too long. They understand that everybody's shopping, and you
Right.
just gotta wait. It's a different class of people, and
Yeah.
like down south, they call Target Target. Like for
Yeah.
them, that's like the creme de la fucking creme
Yeah.
of
My
life. If they can afford
like,
Target, they've arrived. You know what I'm
mhm.
saying? So
Yeah,
Marv,
like
that's a good
I
place to meet your wife, dude.
One time I got some like vegan cheese from Target, and it whole time was expired. So I went back up there like, yeah, this is expired. The lady said, "Oh my goodness, I'm so sorry. If you want to go find another one, you can." She said, "And I'm giving you a $10 gift card for your inconvenience having to drive back up here." I said,
What?
"See, play with me."
What?
Exactly. Like,
Bravo to Target.
okay, it's
It's
just that.
like you can go anywhere and get anything, but you can get the best experience when you go to certain places. Like you go to Nordstrom's, you
Yeah,
expect top of the line service. You expect to be treated a
yeah,
certain way.
yeah.
Um, Certain car dealerships, you go into car dealerships that are your luxury car dealerships. Like they treat you with such respect and admiration, and they love you. You go to
Hmm.
some car dealerships, it's like you bought this dope ass car. Like,
It's just like what is it? Chick-fil-A and McDonald's.
mm-hmm, mm-hmm,
With Chick-fil-A.
exactly.
You have a what they say? You have a great day or no? My pleasure. You
Yes.
feel me? Well, McDonald's, you pull up here. Like
Mm-hmm.
it's just a different how
Park
you
over
being
there. We
treated.
bringing your food. Park over there.
Yeah.
It's a different experience. Like, and
Yeah.
if you're
I'm
looking
a
for someone to spend your life with, you want somebody who wants the best.
yeah.
Because
Yeah.
if they
I'm
just,
I've realized like I'm a little bougie, but I've been to Walmart the past year. I avoid it as much as I can. But it's like if it's
mm-hmm.
something I need there, I will go to Walmart. But I prefer, I'm like, all right, I'm a little bougie. I don't like being called bougie though. Cause
I go
I'm
to
very humble.
Walmart
That's
for
the
the
thing. It has nothing to do, like you said, with like somebody uh financing a lifestyle for me or nothing like that, because like I go thrifting. Like I would go to the thrift store and find a shirt for $5. So it has nothing to do with like me thinking like I'm financially better than people or nothing like that. You know what I'm saying? Like I just like being in environments where it's like I'm treated well.
yeah. You want your dollar to mean something to
Yeah,
somebody.
yes, absolutely. Absolutely. That's
So
exactly.
if you got to spend your money, I mean, at the end of the day, the difference in price between Walmart and Target is a few cents. It's not that big of a damn
Yeah.
difference. But how they treat you and how they
It's
expect,
like I love Walmart.
I love the convenience of Walmart.
I used to love
Um,
Walmart too when it was 24 hours. Once the
mhm.
pandemic hit, I'm like, all right, Target ain't seen me since. I mean, I've been there one time.
But when you go into a place and your money feels like it's important to them, like
Right.
losing your dollar is important to them.
Mm-hmm.
Walmart could give a shit less whether we spend our money in there or not.
Right.
They got all of the people with the three teeth in their mouth that's gonna spend their money there no matter what.
Right.
Target's like, yeah, Target is more expensive. It is more expensive, but
Yeah.
you get treated better because you spend
Yeah.
a little more. It's like you can go to TJ Maxx and pick up a polo shirt, or you can go to Macy's and pick up a polo shirt. It's
Right.
gonna be a different experience.
Yeah. Yeah. Absolutely.
And yes, Walmart supported Trump. That's another reason
And
why I'm trying to
Walmart
get away from
supports mass
Walmart.
incarceration, keeping black men locked up when they ain't did nothing wrong, just for the benefit of their own money. The things
Mm-hmm.
they sell in Walmart. So that's another reason why I don't like Walmart. If you watch any documentary on mass incarceration, you'll know that.
Mm. It's like Home Depot is less expensive.
Mm-hmm.
Lowe's is a little more expensive, but when you go to Lowe's, like they treat you differently.
Yeah,
And it just so happens that Lowe's is owned by a black man.
yeah.
So Walmart, I mean Walmart, Target, Home Depot, Lowe's.
Mm-hmm.
So like if you're gonna spend your money someplace where they're gonna appreciate you.
Yeah, that's what it be
And
for me. That's what it be for me. Like I just like good customer service. That's it. 'Cause my first job, I was a cashier for like 4 years, and back then it's like if you didn't talk to your customers a certain way or give them a certain experience, you got written up and you got fired. And it's like nowadays, it's like certain places you go, people be talking to you like, well, first of all, they won't even greet you. They won't say, "Hey, how you doing?" It's like I don't want to give my money to you because I'm really supporting this business, and it's like you not even giving me the bare minimum of greeting me and say hi, how you doing, or have a nice day. You know what I'm saying? Like that irritates me because I feel like a lot of people just don't have good customer service. You know.
Like customer service is key to me. How you treat me when I'm spending my money will determine whether or not I come back.
Right.
Um, Now I may go to Walmart on a because, like I said, it's more convenient. There's more WalMarts than there are Targets.
Yeah.
Easy to find. But if I want a good experience, I'm gonna go to Target.
Yeah. I like Target
Yeah,
pickup because you can order one thing and they bring it to your car.
yo,
They brought
Target's
me a gift
home
card one
delivery is
time in the
better.
car too. They brought me a gift card like we're sorry we had you waiting for so long because usually it'd be quick. Brought me a gift card. I'm like I love Target.
I'm telling you, like if you want to find people who think like you think, go where you like to go, and you'll meet people who think like you think.
Absolutely.
Um, the same woman who told me the difference between high class and high maintenance. Like she didn't settle for less on shit.
Mhm.
Even her men. And I used to look at her like, yo, how the fuck do you do what you do? Like
Yeah.
she had this dude fly in. We was in Kentucky. She had this dude fly in from Detroit, take
Mhm.
her to lunch, and fly the fuck back out. I said, yo, I don't know what the fuck you got between your legs, but I'm gonna stay away from that shit because I can't afford that shit.
Mhm.
Fuck that shit. Ain't
Mhm.
no way in goddamn hell I'm about to fly in just to take somebody to lunch and then get back out on the
Yeah.
red eye.
Yeah.
I don't even know what the fuck a red eye is. I'm fuck that.
Mhm.
So and she was like, no, when you expect more, you get more.
Right.
And I was like, damn. I guess I've been expecting shit because at that point, that's all I was getting. Um,
Mhm.
we gonna talk about mm, being your own worst enemy.
Mhm.
Be, mm, mm. Yeah, let's dive into this because that's what a lot of us are doing and have done.
Yeah.
But I'm gonna go ahead and put this one on you, Bridge. What's it all about? Being your own
Being your own
worst
worst
enemy.
enemy. I feel like when it comes to being your own worst enemy, that can vary in so many different ways. It can be like negatively talking about yourself, um, self-sabotage, where like
Yeah,
say we'll use this example. If somebody like good comes into your life and you feel like you're not deserving of it, you know what I'm saying, for whatever reason, um it's like you'll purposely ruin that relationship. You know what I'm saying?
yep.
In all these little ways. When it's like, why don't you deserve the best? Like, you know what I'm saying? Why? When even when people be like, something good happened, they be like, why me though? But why not?
Yeah, yeah. Why not you?
Why
Exact.
not?
Yes.
You
Fuck
know,
yes.
um, so I feel like people really be their own worst enemies, but I feel like, yeah, it's just like that. It's like people who their own worst enemies, they're really self-destructing, you know. And I feel like I said that with like all aspects in life, like I know somebody who was dating, I'm not gonna say they didn't have nothing, they did. They had stuff going for themselves, but it's like, they struggling, which a lot of people struggle. Stuff is expensive out here. Some people, they financial situations is different, but they met a guy that was like very well off, very successful, had multiple houses and stuff. And the guy wanted to talk to her, and even where she was at, she wasn't at the best place in life, and he still wanted to talk to her. And she like, I just feel like I'm not on his level. And I'm just like, what?
Mm.
Like, I'm like, okay, but clearly he knows where you're at. He still likes you. He's still willing to talk to you. He actually very much cared about her and like trying to bring her up and help her do better in life, So I'm like, the right person, even if you feel like they're not on your level, they're gonna bring you to their level. You know what I'm saying? Like, So what, you just going to be around people that you like, and how will you ever grow that way? You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
So, I don't know, but yeah, like I don't like, I just feel like people be their own worst enemies. People self sabotage a lot. I feel like I don't know what it stems from. Like, what do you think about people being their own worst
So,
enemies? Like, what do you think?
so for one, when you're treated a certain way for so long, you start to believe that that's all you deserve.
Yeah,
And every time you get something good in your life, you speak the negative into existence,
yeah,
which is which is really the worst thing you could do. Like I've dealt with women in the past who will, from the start of the relationship, they would always talk about the ending, how it's going to end, and
yeah,
I'm like, how are you talking about the ending at the beginning? Like we haven't
right,
even dealt with the middle yet.
right,
So you haven't seen what I can do for you, or how I can treat you. You just automatically know, oh, you're gonna be like everybody else, and you're gonna treat me bad, or you're gonna cheat on me, or whatever. And I'm like, not don't say things out your mouth that you don't want to come into
right,
fruition.
right,
And women unfortunately have had to deal with that so often that they're like, oh, another one in my life. Oh, he's gonna be leaving.
right.
Um, I had a conversation with my daughter, and I hope she don't get mad at me for talking about her on the show. Um, but she was, she's in a new relationship, and she was like, I hope I get it right this time. And I'm like, no, no, that's not how you look at it. You know what I'm saying? Don't
Mm-hmm.
look at it that way. Look at it as I got it right this time.
Yeah, this is my person.
This
Yeah,
is my person.
I'm real
Yes.
big on like I don't like when people speak negative things upon my life, and I get it. Like sometimes I guess some people think like to not have high expectations, but that don't mean that like, I mean, I guess mentally you could take a note like, okay, let me not get my hopes up. But that don't mean you gotta speak it into existence. Like, well, what are you gonna do if this doesn't work out? Like, I don't like hearing stuff like that. You know, um, that, and I really believe there's power in the tongue. I really believe that I'm not, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not
Yes.
trying to manifest nothing by speaking things into existence. Just earlier, I think I was talking to my one niece, and I was like, I just need $100 million, and I said, no, I have $100 million. I'm gonna have $100
There
million.
you go.
You know what I'm saying? It
Yes.
does sound crazy,
Yes.
but I'm like, no, that's how you gotta manifest things. You know what I'm saying? So, that's like I used to tell one of my friends, I don't ever say the B word. You know, word I'm talking about, because I really don't want to say it. Or I'm gonna say it broke,
Yes.
broke. I don't like saying that word. It don't
Not at
matter
all.
if money is funny and it's tight right now. I'm not claiming that on my life. I'm not claiming that on my life. You know,
I may be challenged today, but I'm never broke.
yeah. You know what I'm saying? So, um, I don't know. I think people. What in what ways do you feel like people can, because I feel like I'm not gonna say like I've always would never say nothing, speak nothing negative into it, say like speak it out loud. I feel like I used to, but not where it was like extremely like bad. You had people that always like, I know he just gonna cheat. I know I'm probably not gonna get the job. I know this, like, like what do you think people can do to get out of that mentality of thinking like self sabotage and being their own worst enemy? Like, what do you feel like people can do?
So the first thing that you have to do is you always speak positive of your life. So I used to joke around, and um, as my wife tells me now, a lot of truth is said in jest.
Mm-hmm.
So I used to always, how you used to always be like, they're like, yo, how much money you got today, man? I'm broke as a joke.
Right.
It may just seems like something funny to say, and you
Mm-hmm.
playing around with it,
Yeah.
but in reality, you're speaking that shit into your life.
Right.
When I changed my mindset and I started speaking positive into my life, I noticed that things changed for me. My
Yeah.
financial situation changed. And
Yeah.
even if I didn't have the money right then and there to do everything I wanted to do,
Mm-hmm.
I knew further down the line I was going to.
Yeah.
So um I I went to when I had my first business, opened my first business. Um and over time and it kept I would talk myself out of starting my own business. I would talk
Yeah.
myself out of it. I'd be like, yo, you're not gonna succeed, you're gonna fail. When I decided, yo, you know what, no matter what, I'm gonna succeed.
Yeah.
And everybody around me was telling me, nah, this is not a good idea, yo, you're gonna
Right.
fail at this. What I did was I closed my ears to them and just listened to the fact of if I try and I fail, at least I can say I tried.
Right.
You know what
Right.
I'm saying? So I can check it off on my to-do list. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? But a
Yeah.
lot of people have this long to-do list and they're not checking anything off because they're talking themselves out of it.
Yeah.
Like if you say I'm gonna get into a successful relationship, I'm gonna get married. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna be with my life partner. Allow yourself and yeah, you're gonna get hurt sometimes, and it's
Yeah.
fucked up, but you will. But allow yourself to fall sometimes.
Mm-hmm.
You fall. If nobody catches you, that's fine. You get up, you wipe your knees off, you get back in that game, and you know what I'm saying? You try to find that right person. But now you know the red flags of this is not the person, you know what I'm saying? This is not the type of person I'm looking
Right.
for.
Right. Yeah.
Um,
And I feel like people who, if you self-sabotage and you speak negatively over your own life, I feel like that's also going to determine the type of people that are around you, because people who are
mm-hmm.
big on positivity and energy, they don't want to be around people who are negative and speak negatively upon themselves. You know what I'm
Yep.
saying? So, and then the thing is, it's like, so if those people don't want to surround themselves around you, you just going to surround yourself around people who are consistently negative like you, and that what how can you grow from that? You know what I'm saying? It's just like when people give you affirmations, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's why it's important to check yourself and speak positively of yourself and surround yourself with people that are like you, like that. Because even when it is, because no one's always going to feel good about themselves. Like, people going to have their days. But if you're that type of person, you become that type of person, and then you surround yourself around other people who speak positively of their life, even the days that you're feeling a little down, those people will reassure you. Like, they'll
Yep.
give you your power back. So I feel like it's very important. And I feel like if anybody self-sabotage, if you speak negatively upon your life, I feel like that is something that you should challenge yourself to work on. And I don't know, I just feel that way because I feel like we hear life is not promised, but I feel like every day people should do something to try to better themselves. Like, if you are quick to get angry and you need to work on your temper, that's something you need to say one day, like, okay, I'm gonna try not to get upset when this happens. I firmly believe that. That's how people grow.
Like every day, and I don't know if it's just wishful thinking for me, but I look at it more so as this is something that's gonna happen. I actually look at $1 million houses every day.
Mm-hmm. That's what's
I
up.
look at, you know what I'm saying, yo, like, okay, so if I put the TV here, you know what I'm saying, make sure we got speakers in the kitchen so my wife is cooking, she can still hear the TV. Like, I imagine all of that shit. I imagine buying my children's first home. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? So that they don't have to deal with the struggles that I had to deal with.
Yeah.
In the area that they're in, I actually will pull up their zip code and I'll look at different houses and go, yo, if I bought this for my son, if I bought this for my daughter, okay, this is what I can do to fix it up so that they can be right. But I look at it not as if I'm dreaming, but
Mm-hmm.
as if I can do it already.
Right.
Um, because there's people who have done it. Like what I'm looking to do is not unheard of. And if somebody else has been blessed that way, I can be blessed that way.
Right.
Like Jay-Z started out in the projects like me, you know what I'm saying? Like,
Mm,
what's the difference between me and him? Besides he
exactly.
can rap and I can't.
Yeah, but it's like God might have gave you a different talent. You know, God
Different
might have made
talent.
your voice different. You know, I feel like nothing is impossible. You know, and that's what people got to realize. Like nothing is impossible. If you want something bad enough, you can make it happen. You know.
And I'll say this until I'm blue in the face. Yes, everybody can do it by themselves, but it's a lot more fulfilling when you reach the top and you got somebody there to enjoy it with.
Right.
Um, I've had large amounts of money in my possession, but I couldn't trust anybody around me because I made that all by myself, and I felt like anybody who was coming in was just trying to get my dough.
Yeah.
Um, and then when you get with somebody and you can build with them, so you know I can trust the person I'm with.
Yeah.
Whether I got $5 or 500,000, they already love me. They already with me. They already riding with me on that.
Yeah.
So when you and like you were saying, you look at okay, my last relationship was shitty. I go into the next relationship.
Sorry, y'all. Dog got cut off.
My bad, folks. Laptop overheated on me. What the hell?
Oh wow.
Um, so hopefully everybody's still there. Everybody's still hanging out with us. All right, my bad, y'all.
Yeah.
Um,
Mikhail said,
I'm a
"What do
black man.
you can do to stay motivated?" Um, Me personally, like sometimes, like I go through a phase where I might not feel motivated, but I feel like the best thing when it comes to motivation at whatever you're trying to do is to be around people that you want to be like.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Like that's something I realized like when I wanted to become a business owner, I surrounded myself around a lot of business owners. That made me motivated to keep going and obtain like more than what I had at that point. You know, and it also not only it because I was surrounded around them, I seen visually that it was possible. You know, if you around somebody that lost weight or they in the gym they got cut up or something, you can visually see like, okay, this person was big, they lost weight, they did it, I can do it. You know, it's easy.
Right.
I feel that way even with myself. That's something I realized even with myself, like with like, you know, I like music, right? And I haven't been to the studio in 4 years, right? And I've been having writer's block. But I watch whatever that show is on Netflix, Rhythm and Flow or something like that. It's where the little rap competition. I never watched that before. But just
Good
watching that,
show.
and I know that half the issue why I haven't been in the studio even like kept having writer's block is because I'm not around other artists. When I used to be around other artists, I could just go into their session, and even if I'm listening to their beat, I could write off of their beat, even though it's like, all right, this not my beat. This not. I could just
Mm-hmm.
write this out and put it to another beat. But it kept making me hungry because I was around other artists, you know. So like just the other day, I was watching that show and that made me motivated. I went and wrote a whole bunch that I have. I'm like, I haven't wrote this much in a long time, you know. So I feel like the key to motivation is being around people that you want to be like, you know. You can't want to be the president and be surrounded around crackheads all day and think that that's the conversations you're gonna get out of it. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like you got to be around people that you want to be like, and that's why it requires you to, when you want to be successful, it requires you to be uncomfortable and get out of circles that it's like, yeah, you might have grew up with them, but it's like, yeah, I need to be around, be in different rooms.
And not only that, definitely. So first of all, if you find a broke person or somebody who's financially challenged, I ain't calling nobody broke.
Yeah.
Everybody who listens to this podcast is going to succeed. So somebody who's financially challenged, if they get around millionaires, they will become a millionaire because that's who they're around.
Yeah.
Like I know a lot of artists who have blossomed and bloomed, but that's because they were around people who that's all they did. Like I used to go to I used to manage a rap group, and I've done a little bit of everything, y'all. I promise you, I really have done all these things. Um, but when they would all get around each other, they would feed off of each other.
Yes.
So if one person wrote a rap verse and the next person was basically just trying to outdo them,
Mm-hmm.
and they would have a full-blown song in 30 minutes and everybody's trying to outdo the next. And it's not out trying to outdo in in a negative way, but it's like iron sharpens iron.
Mm-hmm.
So if you want to stay broke, I promise you, just hang around broke people. You will stay
Yeah.
broke all your life.
Yeah.
But if you want to excel in anything you want to do, get around people who are already excelling in it.
Yeah.
Because a broke person can't teach you how to get rich. They
Yeah.
can't.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's impossible. Um, a 9 to 5 person can't teach you how to be a business owner. They
Yeah.
can't. They're not doing it. Which is why when I was in college, I was like, yo, I want to own my own business. You're trying to teach me how to own my own business, but yet you work with somebody else right now. I can't learn what I want from you. I
Right.
can't. I
Right.
need to go around people who have their own businesses. Um, if you want a successful relationship, black folk, get around people who have a successful relationship.
Yeah.
You can't you can only learn how to be a dog from dogs. Like you can only learn how to fail from people who are failing. But if you get around older couples who've been in a 35, 45-year relationship, marriage, and you're like, yo, teach me what you all went through so I don't have to go through that myself.
Right.
Help me find the right path.
Right.
Um, like even with this show, I've been doing this show for a while before Bridget came on. However, I treat the show differently because I'm with somebody who's a business owner. So we have like minds. We're not, neither one of us have a 9 to 5 mentality. So we're always looking for the next way to make the show better.
Mm-hmm.
Do that. Relationship wise, business wise, finance wise.
Yeah.
Find somebody who's doing better than what you're doing and try to mimic what they're doing.
Yeah.
It's simple math.
Yeah. Yeah. Absolutely.
Like I don't hang around anybody, and I know this may sound bad. Now I won't turn anybody away who makes less than me
Mm-hmm.
because I may be their example of a come up. But I don't try to attach myself to anybody who makes less money than me.
Yeah.
I just don't. Because the only thing they could teach me how to do is to make less.
Yeah. I need a
Um,
I need people around me that's going to teach me stuff I don't know.
mm-hmm. Yes. Don't be your worst enemy. Don't do the things over and over and over again and fail and expect a different outcome. That's
Right.
insanity.
Yeah.
Um, I met this dude one time. I was trying to get him to invest in a business venture that I had. And he was willing to sit down and listen, which for me was great. But he came and picked me up for lunch, to go to lunch, and he came to my job to pick me up. And he came and picked me up in a very a very expensive car. That was the first time in my life I've ever been in a Bentley. But when we was driving out the parking lot, he's looking at all of the cars in that parking lot. And he said, "What's the median income of the people that work here?" And I was like, "Oh, about 50, 60,000." He said, "So why do people here have $70,000 cars?"
Yeah.
He said because he said they're fooling themselves into thinking they got more than they actually do,
Mm-hmm.
as opposed to taking that money and investing it, and then you have more than you look like you do.
Right.
Um, and even though he never invested in me, the information I was able to obtain from him, it was so much more than him spending $1 on me.
Yeah.
Because he basically taught me that, one, dream big, you go big. Um, and two, don't position yourself around people who can only rain on your dreams.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I'm sure when you were first getting ready to quit the the business world and open your own business, those people telling you you can't do that.
Yeah. Some people thought I was crazy. They like, you work in accounting and you want to be a hairstylist. I'm like, yeah,
Hmm.
yeah,
And guess what? You ain't never seen a starving day. You know what I'm saying? Because you was willing to put your heart into what you wanted to do.
yep. It's a lot. It's a
So
lot of sacrifice, but yeah.
you have to sacrifice it. You got to be willing to step out on faith and say, you know
Say
what?
that again,
I'm
Dawn. People be needing to hear that.
step out on faith. If you can't believe in nothing or anybody else, believe in yourself.
Okay.
Cause you're not gonna let you starve.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? You may sit there and go, you know what? Today might be the roughest day of the year, but tomorrow I'm all right.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
I'm sure when you first started, you had those days where you had maybe one customer come, you're like, what the fuck did I do?
Mm-hmm.
What the hell did I just do? Like I just stepped out and lost it all.
Like, it honestly, like, I'm like blessed. I'm not gonna lie. I'm very blessed. And it's like, not only do I have faith in myself, but I really have faith in God. And I think it's really God, because it's like I tell people that with faith, regardless of people's religious backgrounds, but it's like my faith means having full trust, not a little bit of trust. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
This is my real lesson I want to teach people, because I teach people this all the time. When I learned this how I knew, like, God gonna come through for me no matter what. But faith means having full trust, not half trust, not a little bit of trust, not doubt. It means full trust. So I look at life like, even when something goes, it seems scary, or it's like, I'm afraid or something, or I'm taking a big risk. I'm going to have full trust that God is going to make sure my situation is good. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like when you fully trust God, He's going to show you what He can do. But I feel like the moment you start worrying, like, oh my God, I don't know what I'm going to do. How is this bill going to even? That means you don't trust Him. Because trust,
Yep.
like, when you have faith in someone, that means you have full trust, you know? So if you doubting what God can do for your life, then He gonna be like, all right, well, since you really don't think I could do it, I'm gonna
Do it
let you
yourself.
suffer. Exactly. You feel
Do it
me?
yourself.
I promise you, I'm not playing. When I started living life, like, putting full trust, full faith into God, God just be blessing me. That's not to say don't nothing bad ever happens, but you also gotta live right too. You gotta try to be positive. You gotta make sure you ain't doing people dirty. That's another thing too.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah.
Cause God not just gonna be like, okay, well, since you got full faith in me, I'm gonna do act. No, you gotta be a good person too. You gotta genuinely
Mm-hmm.
be a good person at heart. But yeah, and it's been times where it's like, yeah, but for the most part, I can say God really has blessed me, you know, and I still, it be days where I be like, all right, yeah, I'm frustrated, stuff happened, but you know, um, I think everything happened for a reason, you know.
So I'm about to preach real quick.
Go
I'm
ahead.
gonna get on my preaching. So what you did, you put your first step forward,
Hmm.
right? And then you made another step and you started moving towards your dreams and what you wanted to do, and then you let God order your steps at that point.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? But what we want to do is we want to stand still and we go, God, I want to win the lotto today. That's it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But we don't buy a lotto ticket.
Right.
We just tell God, I
Yeah.
want to win the lotto,
Yeah.
and I'm gonna stand still.
Right.
No, you gotta move forward. You gotta make a step forward in
Yeah.
order for anything to come to fruition. Like
You're
you
right.
can't.
Yeah. You still got to
Um,
put in the work. A
you
lot
do
of what
yes.
I have today, even when it comes to my business, even like the clientele, like it was from not doing people dirty. Even when
Mm-hmm.
if I mess up something, I'm fixing it. You know what I'm saying? I'm also like, you know, I want to make sure I'm doing right by people and how I'm treating people. And in the same way I expect when we sit here talking about going to Walmart and Target, how you getting treated, I want to treat people how I expect to be treated,
Same
you
way.
know?
Yep.
And it's like nowadays you don't get a lot of that. So it's like if that comes with you know, someone coming to you and it's like they like your service, you also treating them well, you know what I'm saying? Stuff like that. I put in the work even when I was tired. You know, that's another thing. Like, you know, I always took when it was just a side hustle, took it serious like a business. Nobody, I don't believe not one person. When I was doing hair on the side for years, I don't believe it's one person that could be like Bridget set up an appointment with me and didn't show up because I used to be a traveling stylist. No one can say, oh, one weekend she drank too much and she just didn't show up. Never. I was there. I
Right.
showed up every single time, even when I was tired, every off day. When I would get off of work, no one can sit here and be like, she canceled on me. I never did that. Like, you know what I'm saying? And that's how people took me seriously enough. And then when it was time, that's another thing I was telling my esthetician today because I went and seen her. I was telling her at a certain point, with your hustle, your side hustle, or even if it's not a side, if you just starting a business, it got to be a certain point where you got to listen to God and listen to the signs around you that you know it's time to take that full leap of faith. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna be a
Yep.
certain time. I can't tell you when it is. I knew when it was for me, you know, but God is gonna, if if He giving you the signs, right? If He's giving you the signs, and you ain't picking up off of them signs, He's gonna do something in your life to force you into what you're supposed to be doing. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, I don't know, but I feel like that God is like I literally, somebody told me I couldn't give God credit for everything. God get all the credit. Even though I did put in the work, I give it all to God.
Let me tell you, you can either listen to God in advance or you can listen to God after the fact.
Yeah,
So like you had the forethought to listen to what he was saying and you was like, you know what, it's time.
yeah,
Me, I had the business. Everything was flowing right, but I kept holding on to my 9 to 5, kept holding on to my nine
that's
to
the issue
five,
right there. That's the issue.
and then I walked into work one day and they fired me.
Okay, that's
I
it.
I didn't even get to sign. I was working customer service, didn't even get to sign into the phone. Getting ready to sign into the phone, it was like, "Now come with us," and fired me that day. And the one thing I realized at that point was, it's all on me.
Yeah,
Like I can go find another job right now, and eventually I did because I ain't gonna lie, I don't like paying for my own health insurance, so I'd rather somebody else do that. But from that point on, anytime I got a business opportunity, I grabbed at it.
yeah,
And if that business opportunity stopped me from doing my 9 to 5, so be it.
yeah,
Because having somebody else pay you, I have been at 4 different companies that have folded in my life.
yep,
And they didn't give one, only one company gave me a 6 month advance notice that they were getting ready to let us all go.
yeah,
I went to one company, I got to the door and there was a sign on the door and it said, "Yeah, we closed."
yeah.
know what I'm saying? But when I got fired and I'm walking to my car, my brand new car, mind you, that I just bought 3 months prior,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm walking to the car like, yo, how am I gonna pay this?
Mm-hmm.
Something in me said, yo, you already been doing a business.
Right.
That's how you gonna pay it. Like you already been doing this
Right.
every single day.
Yep.
And even when I got into to doing the podcast, there's people who I got into it with who didn't have the same faith factor that I had. And they had their own show and they were just like, yo, I'm good. I don't want to do it no more. Me, I don't care if I gotta beat this ground, if I gotta walk up to everybody on the street, give them a business card, tell them about this show.
Yeah.
This show is going to succeed. Why? Because I know. I've seen people do it.
Right.
And God does not look at one person and give them more than they'll give you. Than he'll
Mm-hmm.
give you. So if you got Shannon Sharp making 400,000 off of a show, so can we. You know what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying? We can do it
Yeah.
too.
Yeah,
we
we
just
gonna
gotta
run this
stay
episode back
focused on
when we
it.
get there. You
You
heard
know what I'm
me.
saying?
I
Huh?
said we're gonna run this episode back when we get there. We might look, y'all. We told you.
We told y'all, know what I'm saying? When we got Chris Brown sitting on his joint having a conversation with us and speaking into existence, but you got to act like you got it even when you don't.
Yeah. Yep. Put in that work and keep your faith in God.
I'm a say this because even when we had technical difficulties, everybody stayed on with us. Yo, we appreciate y'all. Ange, Marv, I know Ray P be sitting there listening, even though she don't be chiming in. We appreciate everybody that hangs out with us
Yeah.
and does this show with us week after week. And we just gonna keep doing it. We're gonna keep giving y'all episodes like this where you get some real jewels and gems that you can walk away from it and apply it to your life. It's about just building up yourself.
Yeah.
And trust me, I learned a lot on this show. Me and Bridget bounce ideas off each other during this show, and we learn a little bit more.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, we want to teach a little bit and learn a little bit at the same time. So
Right. Right. Yeah.
we'll be back next week. Yeah, next week is not Christmas yet.
No.
Next week we're gonna talk about some gift ideas for that significant other in your life and things to buy and things not to buy. So we're gonna chop that up a little bit because we're getting into the holiday season, and it's about gift giving. It's not all about what we get.
Right.
We're gonna send you some. Yeah, yo. So Ange be on my team, yo. So I've been fighting this cold for the last 2 weeks, and I didn't want to not go on the air tonight. I don't know why tonight was important, but even when I was feeling bad earlier, I was like, yo, we've got to do this show tonight. But now I know why. Like I've gotten so much from this show, from listening to everybody, talking to everybody. The fact that Marv hung out longer than he probably ever hung out the whole time. But yeah, I'm about to go upstairs and take me some NyQuil and tap out on some NyQuil. But we'll be back next week. We're gonna talk about some gift giving, and we're gonna be talking to you, Ange, so you can make sure you get the right thing for that man.
Yeah, I hope you feel better too, Angie.
We gonna make it through. We gonna make it. You sick too?
Yeah.
Oh no, Nikhil sick. Yeah, my bad on that.
Angie says she's sick.
Angie, you sick too? Yo, it's the season. Angie, I'm trying to smoke less because of you and my wife. I'm trying to smoke less, so but I'm still drinking more.
Lord, I hope it's whiskey.
Straight whiskey.
Is it?
Straight
Okay,
straight
Don.
whiskey. I'm trying to
Good.
beat
like
this
cough
out my
syrup.
chest.
That's
Yes,
like
it
cough
is.
syrup.
We will be back next week. We love y'all. We do this every
Yes.
week for y'all and with y'all. So see y'all next Wednesday. People, be easy.
See y'all.